Hi everybody. Today we're making mango upside down cake. Please, as you watch or right now, please click on like and also please subscribe. I really appreciate it. So, for the upside down cake mango, what you'll need for the topping will be a 1/4 cup of melted butter, a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 3 or 4 mangoes sliced. You'll see how they arrange on the plate. You'll see how many you need. And of course, you'll need cherries for the topping. For the cake, you'll need 1½ cups of flour, which has 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and you also need 1½ sticks of butter, softened, not melted. You'll need 3/4 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of half and half or milk, 2 eggs, and vanilla. That's everything that you're going to need for this. So let's get started with the fruit. Let's get that cut up. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I'm not going to sit here. I'll start cutting it and then come right back. Okay, so your oven should be set for 350 degrees, and it's going to take about 50 to 60 minutes to bake. Remember, when you put the toothpick in, it'll come out just a little wet because it's a wet cake. So let's get started. For the topping, so you have your melted butter. It's mostly melted. That's fine. I'm not going to turn around now. Melted butter. And into the melted butter, just almost melted. We're going to put the brown sugar. Get that everywhere. I want to make sure it's spread out. This will be your topping. And your mangoes, along with your cherries. Cherries to poke out that way. Everybody gets a slice of mango. Cherries shouldn't be intersped, and you want them to sort of poke out on the top. I think this piece of mango is just a little bit too big. Let's get it out of the way. Well, they're slippery, aren't they? You think about how you want it to look when it comes out. I think that's fine. For this size pan, that just might be the deal. Okay. Now, once you've got this going, the next thing to do, it's maybe too many mangoes. Okay, too many mangoes. Let's not go crazy. That should be right about how you want it to go. Now, this goes in the refrigerator. You want this to set while you just a little bit. You want this to set just a little bit while you won't eat that one. You want that to set while you make up the batter for the cake itself. Let's go get that. Okay, so we've got our softened butter. It's soft. Add that sugar to it. Let's get this going. Get these combined. And once our butter and our sugar are combined, come together quite nicely. Looks good. Now we want to add the egg. Just one. Two. And okay, probably should have cracked them in a separate container because now I've got a couple of pieces of shell that I don't want in. Oh, that's it. Oh, great. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Got a little ahead of myself. Eggs in. Vanilla. Half and half a cup. Don't need this. Oh wow, look at that. And now the flour. The flour already has the baking powder and baking soda in it. A little bit more. Uh-oh. Okay, so let's make it a little easier on myself. This fold it in. It's gonna get there. Fold it in instead of slathering it and slopping it around would be much better. Oh, put the rest in. There you go. Now it tightens up. Now the good thing about it tightening up, just enough flour, just enough liquid. Remember, it's sort of liquidy on the top, so you want your batter to be on the firm side because you don't want it to. You want it to melt in, but you don't want it to be too wet. Okay, that looks good. Now, this is going to go into our pan, which is in the refrigerator. Now, by having an opportunity to be in the refrigerator for just a little bit, you see the butter start to firm up around here, cementing the pieces. Now we want to put this in. It's going to be so pretty when it comes out. Don't disturb the bottom, or I should say top, of your upside down cake. And yes, please remember to like this video and also subscribe. Please subscribe. Love to have you as subscribers and likers. Really helps. So there you go. This should be just the right amount to get to the edges. There you go. Just there on the side. Just there, just there. There you go. Beat it in there. Look at that. Now I've got a little bit more. Now you see how the dough itself, or the batter I should say, is not really wet. This way it sits on top of the topping that you have. And because you put the topping in the refrigerator for a few minutes while you're prepping your batter, it's not going to interfere too much. One layer on top of another. Remember, now this goes into your oven right back. Okay. Okay, let's give it 50 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, I know I said 50, but it's done at 40. So I'm pulling it now. That's 40 minutes, not 50 minutes. And I poked it a couple of times with the toothpick, and it's ready. It's done. So we're gonna let this sit and cool before we flip it. Okay, this is it. This is your mango upside down cake. It came out great. As I mentioned, I had to take it out at about 40 minutes because it was done. Now let's give it a slice. Beautiful. I'm going to taste it. Delicious. Fruit flavor. Moist cake. Thanks very much. Please click on that like button and subscribe. I really enjoyed trying something different. Have a great day. Bye.